Hi everyone. So this class is around 60 minutes long and it includes a nice 10-minute relaxation at the end and is tailored towards the intermediate level. Beginners that have been doing, that are not raw beginners could try some of it and they'll probably be fine. And even advanced students, if you just want to take it back a bit and just have a nice relaxed class, then this one will be for you. And if you do these postures daily or every other day, or even just 3 times a week, if that's all you've got time for, I promise you, you'll notice the benefits. Do it for a good 6 months to a year and you'll be amazed at the difference. Okay, have a great class. So just relaxing down, closing the eyes, really letting go of everything you've been doing in your day. Just watching the breath come in and out of the body. Really try and finish each exhalation fully. And then a few rotations with the hands and the feet. A few times in both directions. Rolling fingers and toes in and out. And then draw knees in towards the chest, interlace fingers around them, rocking side to side, easing the back across the floor. Just giving the back a nice massage. And then coming onto all fours, hips above knees, shoulders above the wrists. Inhale, tummy down, hips up, looking up. Exhale, arch the spine, chin towards the chest. Inhale, tummy down, hips up, looking up. Exhale, arch the spine, chin towards the chest. Roll through a few more in your own time. And then back to center. Feet and knees together. Tuck toes underneath. Take some weight back towards your heels. So you can either keep weight forwards if your feet are a bit tight, or you can be upright, prayer to chest. Just breathing tightness out of the feet and the toes. And then slowly release. Tap top of the feet on the ground, just loosening them off. And then if you can, sit back on the heels, big toes together, knees out to the sides, fingertips to the shoulders, rotating side to side. And then back to center. This one you want feet and knees hip width apart, hands rest on the thighs. As you inhale, hands slide back, shoulder blades towards each other, heart up, looking up. As you exhale, round the shoulders, chin towards the chest, hands slide forwards. So inhale, shoulder blades together, heart up, look up. Exhale, round shoulders, chin towards the chest. So keeping that going, try not to lean forwards. It's just the neck and the upper back that's rounding. And one more. So, next one is the last part of this little spinal sequence. Big toes together, knees out to the sides. And as you inhale, you're arching your back, your chest comes forwards, and you're rotating all the way around the front. As you start to come around the back, you want to arch your back in the opposite direction, all the way around the back. So you inhale, chest forward, shoulder blades together. Exhale, round the shoulders, chin towards the chest a bit. So a few more. This is going to get right into the bottom of your spine. And then we'll go the other direction, nice big circles. And one more. That's great. So let's come up to standing. Coming towards front edge of your mats, feet together, spread toes wide, prayer to chest. Inhale, prayer up, looking up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Bend knees if you need to. Inhale, right foot back first into plank. Exhale, knees, chest to the floor. Inhale, gentle back bend. Exhale, down, tuck toes. Push to all fours and then up to downward dog. It's a nice V shape with your body. Spread fingers wide. Ease the heels towards the floor. Inhale, right foot forwards. Exhale, feet together. Head towards the knees. Inhale, prayer up. Exhale, prayer to chest. Inhale, prayer up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, left foot back first into plank. So you can either use knees or come down in one. Inhale, gentle back bend. Exhale, down, tuck toes. Pushing up to downward dog. Really lengthening through your spine. Relaxing the head and the neck down. Nice long breaths. Inhale, left foot forwards. Exhale, feet together. Head towards the knees. Inhale, prayer up. Exhale, prayer to chest. Inhale, prayer up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, right foot back first into plank. Remember, if you're coming down in one, watch you don't drop the hips down first. So you exhale down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale down. Inhale up to downward dog. Eventually you're trying to get your hips to move up and back, chest easing towards the feet. Inhale, right foot forwards. Exhale, feet together, head towards the knees. Inhale, prayer up. Exhale, prayer to chest. Inhale, prayer up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, left foot back first into plank. Exhale down. Inhale, back bend. Exhale down. Inhale up to downward dog. Breathe into your ribs, your back, your chest. Just rest whenever you feel you need to. So from here, drop your left heel to the mat, right foot steps forwards, standing up. So have heels in line, left heel away from you at an angle, lunge into right knee. Stretch arms wide, looking out past right fingertips. Draw the shoulders down. And then right forearm to right thigh, left arm up towards the ceiling. Look towards left hand, chin in towards left armpit. Maybe bring your left arm across the head 45 degrees. And then we'll come back up to warrior two with the arms wide. Right palm turns up, left hand on the back leg. Reach back with the right arm. Lunge into the right knee. Look towards ceiling or the hand. Nice straight back leg. And then back to warrior two with the arms wide. Inhale, prayer up, straighten the right leg. Switch your feet round to the left this time. Lunge into left knee. Stretch arms wide. Look out past left fingertips. Draw the shoulders down. Make sure your upper body is in line with the legs. Left knee is in line with left toes. And then left forearm to left thigh. Right arm up towards the ceiling. Look towards right hand, chin in towards right armpit. And maybe bring that right arm across the head 45 degrees. And then back up to warrior two. Left palm turns up, right hand on the back leg. Reach back with your left arm. Lunge into left knee. Look towards ceiling or the hand. And again, back to warrior two, the arms wide. Inhale, prayer up, straighten the left leg. Turn your feet parallel to each other. Interlace fingers behind you. Roll shoulder blades together. Lift the arms up towards the ceiling. And then we could just release, loosen off the shoulders. And then fingertips to the hips. Inhale, shoulder blades together, look up. Exhale, fold forwards. Head and hands towards the floor. Find to have the knees a bit bent to begin with. Eventually you're trying to straighten them without locking your knees back harshly. And then bring feet together a bit, soften the knees, draw tummy in as you lift up. So just loosening off a bit. And then nice big arm rotations. And the other direction. A few big shoulder rolls. And the other way. And then we could do nice loose twists. So remember, for this one, pivot on the ball of your back foot, bend into the knees. Over time you can lengthen and deepen your stance. And then back to centre. So feet and knees together, a few rotations with the knees. And the other direction. That's great. So let's try mountain pose. Feet are together. And then you want to feel like all the balls on the soles of your feet and the pads are all nice and evenly balanced across the floor. Draw thighs in and up, lengthen the whole of the body up towards the ceiling. Top of the head is reaching up. Just don't stick the chin up. So you've got all that lift, and at the same time you want to draw your fingertips down towards the floor. So you've got the lift and the grounding down. Make it feel really active. Roll shoulder blades together, palms face forwards. And then close the eyes, relax the face. Keep lengthening up, grounding down. Every now and again you might notice the thighs or the arms relax, so make them active again. And then slowly release, loosen off. So body weight into the right foot. Find a point in front of you that you can really focus on. Left knee lifts. You can always hold on to something if you need to for balance. And then left hand to left shin on the inside. Sole of left foot high up the inside of the right leg. Really press the foot and the leg against each other to get them to grip. Just try not to put your foot on your knee. Maybe prayer to chest. If you want to go a bit further, maybe prayer up to the ceiling, arms towards the ears. Draw right thigh in and up. Over time, this left leg is moving out to the left side, but keeping the hips forwards. That's brilliant. So we loosen off, body weight into the left foot. Find your point to focus on again. Right knee lifts. And then right hand to right shin on the inside. Press sole of right foot high up the inside of the left leg. But it could be here as well, below the knee, if you've not got your balance or flexibility yet. Maybe prayer to the ceiling. Draw left thigh in and up. Lengthen up the sides of the body. It's fine if you wobble around in it. Just keep trying. Excellent. And slowly release. So feet hip width apart, hands on hips. Inhale, shoulder blades together, look up. Exhale, fold forwards. Head and hands towards the floor. Feet parallel, legs straight eventually. Releasing tension on your exhalation. Eventually you'll get the legs straight. Draw thighs in and up. Just not locking knees back harshly. And then soften the knees, draw tummy in as you gradually come back up. So loosen off the legs, and then we'll come down onto our back. Have a good rest, close the eyes. If you want a little stretch while you rest, you could bring soles of the feet together, knees out wide. And then bring the soles of the feet back to the mat. Have your feet and knees hip width apart. Palms rest on the thighs, long inhalation. As you exhale, head lifts, upper back lifts, squeeze tummy down, fingers to the knees. As you inhale, roll back down to the floor. Exhale, squeeze tummy down, lift up, slide the hands up. Inhale as you come back. So a few more in your own time. Really feel like it's the abdominals doing most of the work. And then one more. And have another rest. Okay, so feet together on the mat this time. Get them nice and level, then have feet and knees hip width apart, palms on the ground by your sides. Inhale, roll the hips and the back up towards the ceiling into your bridge position. Press palms down into the floor. Try not to take knees wider than the hips. Chest is opening up. Press down and forwards into the feet, especially the heels. If you want to go a bit deeper, interlace your fingers beneath you, roll shoulder blades together one at a time. Then it's elbows to the floor first, followed by the forearms. And then slowly release. Release hands, roll spine back down across the floor. Hug knees, rocking side to side. and then back to center. So this next one, happy baby pose, you're taking soles of the feet to face the ceiling, knees are bent and wide. Then you take your arms up the middle of the feet and the legs, but you're trying to hold the outside of your feet with your fingers. If you can't reach the feet, hold round your shins, or maybe even wrap round arms round the back of the legs. And you're not pulling harshly into your back, just let gravity do the stretch for you. Over time, your knees are dropping down the side of the body towards the floor. Once you get really comfortable in this position, you can start to rock side to side, just using your shoulder to push back up each time. Keep tummy drawn in a little to engage your core a bit. And then back to center. Slowly release feet to the floor. Keep knees bent to begin with. Have a couple of breaths. Then relax the legs down. Loosen them off. Loosen the hips. So let's do laying down twist. Arms are in a cross shape. Palms face the ceiling. Then if you want a deeper twist, have your feet off the floor. Less of a twist, have them on the ground close to sitting bones. Then drop your legs slowly over to the right side. Keep feet and knees stacked up on top of each other. Shoulders relaxing down to the ground. You might find that left shoulder's off the floor to begin with. Working feet and knees back on top of each other if they've drifted apart, urging your left hip further over to the right side. Once your legs are comfortable on the floor, you can lift the head, turn the head opposite direction to your legs. And if you want a variation, you can extend your left leg out to the right side. Eventually that left foot will come to the floor and you may be able to reach the outside of your left foot with your right fingers. As you're coming back, bring the head back to center first, draw tummy in before you lift the legs back to center. Realign spine on the floor, and then same thing on the left side. Stretch arms wide, palms face the ceiling, legs drop slowly over to the left side. Shoulders relaxing down to the ground. Maybe head in the opposite direction to the legs. Urging right hip further over to the left side. Maybe extending that right leg out to the left side. And then bring your head back to center, draw tummy in before lifting the legs back up. Realign spine on the floor, hug knees, rock side to side. And then have your hands behind your knees. Skip this if your back's not liking it. Rolling backwards and forwards with a nice rounded spine. Keep chin tucked in towards the chest. And then all the way up to sitting. So crossing legs just above the ankles, tuck toes back, draw sitting bones away from the heels, and then gradually easing forwards bit by bit. If you need a bit of support for your back, have hands behind you on the floor, pressing back into the fingertips, lengthening through the spine. And then draw tummy in, slowly coming back. So cross legs loosely above ankles the other way, tuck toes back, try and create some space in the middle, and then gradually easing forwards bit by bit. And then draw tummy in, gradually back up to sitting. So loosen off legs. So seated twist, you're trying to fold your left knee straight down the middle. Lower part of left leg is on the inside, not the outside. If you struggle to get the right leg over the top, you could just have a straight left leg. And then you're in this same position with the right leg over the top. Then you tuck left toes back, hug your right knee over towards left shoulder. Really lengthen up through the spine. Ideally, this right foot's flat off the floor eventually. And then if you want to add the twist, if you've got right knee pointing up, you want left arm below your right knee, knee into the crease of the elbow, right fingertips on the floor behind you by your spine, push down through the right hand, lengthen up, waist, shoulders, head round to the right. As you inhale, you can release the twist a little bit, lengthen up, and as you exhale, deepen into your twist. Relax shoulders down. And then slowly back to center. So release the legs, loosen them off a bit. So remember, if you're a bit tight, straight right leg, left leg over the top, or fold that right knee, lower part of right leg on the inside, left leg over the top. And then I don't know if it's the same with everyone, but I just lift up a bit, lift my sitting bones off the floor, and then my hips naturally align themselves nicely. You don't feel so contorted. Tuck right toes back, hug left knee over towards right shoulder. You might find left sitting bones off the floor, but eventually that will release down. Really lengthen through the spine. And then if you've got left knee on the top, you want right arm below the left knee, knee into the crease of the right elbow, left fingertips on the floor, by your spine, push down, lengthen up, waist, shoulders, head round to the left. Nice long breaths. And then slowly back to center. So release legs, loosen them off. Let's come up and sit on the heels. Big toes together, knees out to the sides. Sat back on the heels, bring forehead to the floor, stretch the arms out in front of you. Really feel like top of the head and tailbone are moving away from each other. And then walk hands back up, gradually sitting back up. So bring feet and knees hip width apart. Roll your upper legs in towards each other, fingertips on the floor, and then inhale, hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you come down. Legs are going to try and rotate out to the side normally, so just try and roll them in. A few more in your own time. Make sure your back's happy with it. And then one more. And then release. So give yourselves a third of your mat in front of you for space. And then bring forearms to the floor. Wrap your fingers around your elbows. That's the distance you want between your elbows. Then you release forearms forwards. Interlace fingers, palms together, cross the thumbs. Bring your knees below your sitting bones. Now watch you don't dip your back down like this. Keep tummy up towards the ceiling. Inhale, nose to the floor or as far as you can go. Exhale, push through the hands as you come back. So you might only get this far. Whatever's giving you a moderate challenge, exhale as you come back. When you come back, you can bring your ears all the way back in line with the upper arms. Inhale forwards. Exhale, push back. Keep those going. If you need more challenge, tuck toes, knees off the floor, downward dog position. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. Make sure your elbows haven't drifted further apart. If you're ever in any doubt, measure fingers round the arms again. And then we'll do one more. Inhale forwards. Exhale, push back. So knees to the floor. Feet and knees together for this one. Sat back on the heels. Forehead to the floor. Arms back behind you on the ground. Nice long breaths in child's pose. And then slowly coming back up. So let's come up to standing. You might want a t-shirt, sock or a belt for this one. Anything that you can drop down your back with the right hand, and then the other hand comes up the back to meet it. And then you want this grip, working your way up and down it until eventually you can get the fingers interlaced. Over time, this upper arm's coming in behind the head, just not taking the head towards the arm. And then inhale, arms out to the sides. Whatever you're using, put it in the left hand, drop it down your back, other hand comes up the back. If you're struggling to get that, you can always just do this one arm at a time, just gradually easing it down your back. And then inhale, arms out to the sides, stretch arms away from each other. Let go of whatever you were using, loosen off the shoulders. And then let's release the thighs. So hold on to something if you need to. Grab hold of left foot, draw left heel in towards left sitting bone. Over time, this left knee's coming in towards the right one. You can use one or both hands to hold the foot. Focus on a point in front of you if you're struggling with balance. And then slowly release. Grab hold of right foot. Draw right heel in towards right sitting bone. And then slowly release. So let's do squat. Feet are a bit wider than the hips as a starting point. Feet turned out about 45 degrees. And then come to the back edge of your mat. So you've got space in front to put your hands. And then I would be off the heels to begin with if you're a bit tight. Fingertips on the floor. And then eventually you can start to pedal the heels down towards the ground gently. Just watch your knees aren't pulling inside your feet. You'll have to work out the distance between your feet to suit you. Eventually you'll get really comfortable with flat feet on the floor, body between the legs, head towards the floor. And then when you're ready to release, hands behind you on the ground, slowly roll down onto your back. I would keep the knees bent to begin with as you rest. And then you could relax the legs down, loosen them off, loosen hips, shoulders. Okay, so let's come and sit on the heels. You can do some of this standing if you're not comfortable on the feet. So big toes together, knees out to the side, right palm on the ground, left arm reaching up and over the top. Keep open in the chest and between the ribs. Bend into right elbow as you get lower. Try and keep sitting bones on the heels. That left one's going to try and lift up. And then push into the right hand to help yourself up. Left palm on the ground, right arm reaching up and over the top. Draw this right arm back, open in the chest and between the ribs. And then push down into left hand as you come back to center. So inhale, arms out to the sides. Exhale, right elbow above the left one. Fold the arms, take a prayer, shoulders down, prayer reaching up. If you can't get the arms locked, you could just draw this right arm across the body with the left one. Keep twisting the arms if you need a deeper stretch. And inhale, arms out to the sides. Exhale, left arm above the right one. Fold arms, take a prayer, shoulders down, prayer reaching up. And inhale, arms out to the sides, a few shoulder rolls, and the other direction. And then press palms and fingertips together, draw heels of the hands apart, press the fingers down towards the floor. Get a good stretch on the fingers. And then slowly release, loosen off the fingers. So let's do 3 lion's breath to finish before the relaxation. So What you're trying to do, if you haven't done them before, is exhale all the stale air out of the lungs and give the face a really good stretch, the jaw a stretch, tongue comes out as well. So you take a long inhalation. As you exhale, and then we do 2 more. That's really good. And if you do those, keeps your face nice and toned, keeps your jaw from getting tight, especially if you're used to clenching your teeth while you sleep, that sort of thing. So get comfortable for your relaxation. Grab a blanket, maybe an eye pillow, turn lights off, shut curtains if you can. Feeling really supported by the floor. Allowing the toes, ankles, whole of the feet to completely release. The shins, calves, knees, whole of the legs, relaxing down to the ground. The hips, tummy, ribs and the chest are heavy and relaxed. The shoulders, arms, hands and the fingers are melting into the ground. The neck, the head, every part of the face and the jaw are heavy. The tongue is still, released from the roof of the mouth. Whole of the brain sinking down to the ground. All the organs, the heart, the lungs, every muscle, fibre and cell, and the whole of the nervous system completely released. And the whole of the mind, the body, the spirit, completely at ease, completely at peace. Well done everyone, hope you enjoyed the class. Please share the class if you benefited from it and if you know someone that could benefit from it. Try and always do the lovely relaxation at the end of your class, even if you couldn't do it today. And yeah, see you again. Bye.